So I'm gonna let her stick her nose in, get the first taste. Pat her a little bit. She's good with that.
That's wobbly.
Then I'm going to bring the snap over on this side. It's already on.
Oh, just put on.
Yep, so I just put the rope on. And then I want her to see it's on. She's like, oh my gosh, the rope's on. And then a little pressure, but she's so, coming at me anyway. But I tied that together. She was coming, so I put a little pressure on the rope, so it starts to mean come down and forward. I'm going to let it go once, and she doesn't care. See, before she ran backwards and trotted around with it for a minute, but now she doesn't care. So
you're saying, would you not normally use one so short if it wasn't so icy, or would you?
Right. Normally I'd use a regular lead rope, but the nice thing with the short ropes, if she gets away with it, she's not going to really tangle up and hurt herself. So this is all progressing pretty well. So I'm going to ask her to come forward.
Wow. Very nice.
And I can probably...
And would you reward her with it again?
Yeah, I'm going to just give her a bite.
Oh, you're such a good girl.
What a good girl.
You're such a good girl.
So now here she's going to hit the ropes and maybe freak a little or not. And I'm not going out on the ice. I'm too clumsy. But the idea is that just a little pressure on the halter, a little pressure on the rope. She should bring her head toward me and then move her feet toward me.
Very good.
So I didn't think we'd be able to get that today, but you never know. Like I say, you go in with an agenda. She's very smart and really pretty friendly.
You're so above average.
So and what I'm looking for is really that invisible communication, that the rope doesn't really do much, but she's going to, be dealing with ropes all her life. So I want her to get used to one. I mean, I think at this point she should pretty much follow me anywhere, with or without the lead rope.
Excellent. Wow. Yeah.
And so she doesn't really want, oh, here we go, we get a test. That's good. So I'm going to coax her. Good girl. So she hit the end of the lead rope. She reacted a little bit. She didn't want to walk over the snow. And again, I pushed the boundary. Good.
So how much resistance will you give her? I mean, if she really, really pulls
I'll
back,
let go.
you will let go.
I can't stay up.
Is that the only reason, though?
Yeah,
Otherwise, you would try to hang on.
I would try to hang on.
Okay.
Yep. Although I'm to the point as I age that it's like, you know what? What happens if I let go? Nothing. She learns that it's not as scary. Maybe that's not so bad. It used to be, hold on at all costs, never let go.
Right. There's no concern about her thinking, oh, if I pull hard enough, then I'll get released, and therefore...
Yes. And that's why normally you would hold on at all costs.
Okay.
But she doesn't even know at this stage what she's trying to learn.
Okay.
Does that make sense? She doesn't even know that the pressure means stay here.
Yeah.
So for her to get away doesn't really teach her
Okay.
that,
Yeah.
anything except that she's got a little choice in the matter, that she can leave if she wants to, if it gets too scary. So we're coming right along. Oh, yes, we are. And see, I pushed the boundary. I went into hers. I didn't let her into mine. So I pushed it just a little too much. So I'll sit down, open up my boundaries, let go of the rope. Yeah. And again, just start to kind of reach out to different places. Notice the difference that she's so less afraid of the hand. That the hand is not something scary anymore. Yeah. And the rope's not so scary. So I'm going to go ahead and snap it off. Much easier. We had one filly one time, and I'm gonna snap it on, just so she's used to the sound. One filly that I remember was afraid of the sound of the snap, and I had to do it 100 times before her owner could put a lead rope on her. But I just stood here and snap, unsnap, snap, unsnap. This one's gonna be much easier.
You mentioned in the past that horses have two different sides, one
Yes,
more
the
comfortable.
left
So-
eye and the right eye.
So do you need to be conscious of which side your hand comes?
Yeah, we try to work them on both sides and make sure that they're comfortable with the hand coming in either direction. You know, and she's pretty much just following for the food, but I guarantee the others won't do that. Right?
Be careful what you guarantee.
Yeah, that's true. They might. So that's enough for you.
So when you're putting that lead rope on, do you, like do you start with the left side usually, or?
Yeah, just because I'm more comfortable leading a horse from a left.
Oh,
She wouldn't care. And now we're just kind of playing with the lead rope. But it's more for my comfort level than hers. If I get in trouble and she started to pull, I'm going to be more, oops. Did that scare you? It's okay. I think if I go on that side, I'll have trouble getting it off. Not because of her, because of me. There, put it back on. And again, we might do that, 100 times with her, just so that she's used to somebody coming up and putting a lead rope on. Okay. So that's enough grain for her. She's quit there. And like I said, let's get in here.